What's the deal with bananas? I mean, they got orange juice, you got apple juice. Where's the banana juice?
Here I go! Please stand for your problematic and bomb juice.
What's up, good people? It's the boy Timo with the dance moves.
And it's me, the Green Ranger.
And you are listening to Banana Juice. Yo, so thankful that you're tuning in again with your boys.
We here in the building. Your house. Your TV. Wait, not your TV, but.
Well, some people TV.
I don't know where you listening.
Yeah, some people watch us on the YouTube, on the TV. So shout outs to them. As you see, the popcorn player, and I know I did that wrong. He always gives it like you do it right.
You tried.
Right. But the popcorn player is taking this week off, so me and BK, the Green Ranger, gonna hold it down. It's a celebration when the Green Ranger decides to step out of the chamber.
No, I had to step out the chamber, man. I had to step out the chamber when needed.
Yeah,
I only got 30 hours.
That's what I'm about to say. We only got 30 hours. We only got 30 hours.
we gotta make it quick.
So let's go ahead and get into these throwaways.
Oh, I love trash.
Marsai Martin has inked another new. Look, let me tell y'all something. If you don't know Marsai Martin, it's time for you to move from up under that rock that you've been living in and to come into the real world, because this young sister is tearing it up.
Real for real.
That was a burp.
She making moves.
Right, like big moves. So if you don't know her, that is the
big man move.
Big man moves. But yeah, she is the girl from Blackish, the younger girl from Blackish. And of course she had her movie that she produced and starred in, Big. And now she has inked a deal with Disney Channel to pick up a new comedy series called Saturdays, which she is also producing. Man, it's so big. It's so big. And really it doesn't stop there. Because we see that it's basically going to be just more representation, more black representation on the show, because it's supposed to follow some black characters. And I mean, I like the title. I like the title Saturdays. It makes it seem.
You can't go wrong with a weekday and a weekend day for a title.
Right. It makes it seem like it's gonna be fun, and joyful and youthful, and I hope that it's exactly that, because we definitely need more fun and less serious shows out there, especially for the children. So just salute to her, shout out to her. That's true black excellence. Black excellence.
Excellent. Excellent.
Speaking of the black excellence, we have
Excellent.
And young black excellence. Young black excellence.
Uh-oh. More young black excellent.
Yes, so Beyonce and Blue Ivy won the Grammy.
Ivy.
Yeah, Blue Ivy, y'all. What did I say? Like some country bumpkin. We got Beyonce and we got Blue Ivy, y'all. Well, I'm going out here to pick me some of that Blue Ivy, y'all. The Blue Ivy only grow when the sun is 35 degrees north of the plantation. Oh, that was that's too much.
That's too much. You're going outside, trust me, you're going to want no pause.
You want no pause outside. You don't want no pause. This so hot. The blue ivy just growing all strange and askew with the blue ivy. It's so hot. You don't want no pause. No pause.
Come on, Chef.
Lord. So yeah, they won the Grammy Sunday. for Best Music Video for Brown Skin Girl, which is a dope video. And Blue Ivy became the second youngest person to win that award. So not only are black women making boss moves, but young black women are making boss. Well, I don't want to call Blue Ivy a black woman. Young black girls are making boss moves because, you know, it's perverts out there. I'm sure they don't listen to this show, but it's perverts out there. Did he say Blue Ivy's a woman? No, freaking young man, you better get up out of here. That is a child, damn it. That is a child. No.
She a woman, Chef?
No, she ain't no Cher. She is Charisse. Yeah, but for real, forget y'all pedophiles. You disgusting human beings. You gross people. Speaking of gross people, I know we talked about Space Jam last week, but I just got to talk about it now. Y'all, Pepe Le Pew is in fact a rapist. So I don't understand why you all are so upset that Pepe Le Pew is not going to be in Space Jam 2 because the brother is problematic. Listen, tell me what part of the movie with Pepe Le Pew was that iconic that you're going to miss him?
Man, that was that scene where...
Exactly.
Y'all about to watch the YouTube video for that one.
I'm like, y'all, I do not understand this. I don't understand where y'all are coming from when you're talking about come on guys, this is like let's be real. No, let's be real. What does Pepe Le Pew do in that cartoon? He runs up on this girl, grabs her. She is clearly trying to get off. And you know, like, and he is clearly trying to get off.
Oh, no.
And it's inappropriate. What do you think about what you're teaching children when this is in a children's cartoon?
He ain't even an iconic Looney Tune character. He was just around the icon.
Right.
But nobody was like, oh, the Pepe Le Pew junk coming on. No.
And that's what makes me, like, no one's favorite Looney Tune is Pepe Le Pew. No one. If your favorite Looney Tune is Pepe Le Pew, then you're probably a pedophile. Or you're probably some type of rapist.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
I don't get why people are upset that they made a business move and said, hey guys, we're making a children's movie. Should we keep in the one character that we have that constantly forces himself and forces kisses on a young feline? No, we shouldn't.
No.
Okay. And people like, yeah, because when I was watching that, I thought Pepe Le Pew's a rapist. You didn't know the term rapist, but you knew that cat didn't want him to kiss her, and you knew that he just squoze tighter and he just kept on kissing her. So the images teach you something before you know what it is. Like you can learn something before you know the terminology for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it's some people.
You couldn't do that at school. You couldn't do that at school. Try that at school and see what happens.
Right.
What happened to your eye, little Johnny? I tried to imitate Pepe Le Pew.
And then she imitated Layla Ali. That's right there. Like, look, if I had a little girl, I'm telling her, like, you know, you better kick that little boy in his Johnson & Johnson if he try to.
Hey, if he say la vie, you kick him in the wee wee.
Like, yeah, we don't want no parts. We don't want no parts. Shoot. That's what y'all don't know. My daughter calf muscles gonna be strong as a fool, ready, right, to rip rip you a new one.
If he say mon cher, then you kick him in his tail.
And that's on Bugs Bunny right there. Speaking of people influenced by Pepe Le Pew type activities, Donald Trump decided that he wanted to speak out this week.
Mon cher. Orange pear. Orange pear.
Orange pear. Yo, but that is true. If an orange was shaped like a pear, it would be Donald Trump. Heck no, got the yeeks and everything. Since he's not on Twitter, he's not on Facebook, he's not on Instagram, he's not on WhatsApp, he's not on TikTok, he's not.
Hey, we need to put a beat on that.
Right.
The remix
guy. He basically no social media apps want him. He issued a statement. First of all, this is the greatest punishment that we could have ever given Donald Trump, that he actually has to write stuff down.
Got him!
Hilarious.
It's like the opening scene of The Simpsons where Bart is like writing on the line on the board. I will not. That's what Donald Trump is doing now. Every time he wants to speak to people. I will not tweet. I will not skeet.
That's nasty.
From the desk of Donald Trump, he said, I hope everyone remembers when they are getting the COVID-19, often referred to as the China virus vaccine. Why did he have to put that in there?
That was so unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary. Dude, let's really, and he's the only person who I've heard refer to it as that. Like, even racist people on the internet don't call it the China vaccine. I have only heard that from Donald Trump's mouth.
Out of his yuck mouth.
Right. Lindsey Graham doesn't even say the China virus. Ted Cruz doesn't say the China virus. Franklin's cousin, the snapping turtle, doesn't say. I said that because I can't remember the man's name. I know it's bothering me that I can't remember his name right now.
He said the snapping turtle.
You know, the old dude with the glasses and the vagina throat.
That boy got an anime throat.
You know when you cough and you like hold it in so it don't like spray everything. When he does that, like his coochie neck farts and it's maybe having a neck queef.
That man neck come with a parental advisory.
They blur that junk out when he on Fox News. Like, I don't know, man. The clitoris is all out and everything in this man's neck. We gotta tuck him in. That man's neck been ran through. Them lips big as a fool. He been ran through. Even though, just so y'all know, that's not how that works.
No, that's not how that works at all.
That's not how that works at all. just a small PSA for the idiots out there. Back to
Don't try this at home.
So back to it. I have to start over just because I don't know where I was.
Take it from the top.
Taking it from the top. Taking it from the top. I hope everyone remembers when they are getting the COVID-19 vaccine that if I wasn't president, you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years. He has shot in quotation marks, by the way. Is there something you want to tell us about this vaccine? Because I got round one. It was definitely a shot. It's nothing to put in quotation marks. Why are you putting it in quotation marks? Are some people out here using forks? Like, are some people, is it a shot for some people and a stabbing for other people? Like, let me know. Like,
we all know shots come in small glasses that you drink.
yeah.
We all know they come in small glasses.
Like, what's going on? Anyway,
in your arm.
you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years at best, and probably wouldn't be getting it at all. The ex-president, oh, sorry, that's part of it. Like that's what the ex-president said. He said, I hope everyone remembers. I hope everyone remembers. Yes, you also probably wouldn't be getting COVID-19 if it wasn't for him. Not just the vaccine, but a lot of people probably wouldn't be getting and dying from COVID-19 if it wasn't for him.
Right.
You
A
know,
lot of people will still be here right now.
right. I'm not saying that no one would have died from it and no one wouldn't have gotten it, but the numbers would have been down significantly had he acted more responsibly with it.
Significantly.
Yeah. And
And why are we thanking him? Why ain't he the one that said, it's not real, it's not real, don't take the vaccine, don't take the vaccine, it's going to give you the virus, or whatever he said. I'm pretty sure he wanted no part of the vaccine. So why is he taking credit? Why am I even asking that question? That's the big orange pear.
right. Like, it's like,
He figured he'd just roll on over with all the attention.
But he is right. Like, if it weren't for him, like, we wouldn't be in such we wouldn't have been in such a rush to get this vaccine out. So we probably wouldn't have gotten it for another 4 or 5 years. You know, just when you think about how clinical trials work and that process and all, but like, it's nothing to thank you for. And trust me, everyone remembers and gives you credit for this whole pandemic. which is why you all have lost control of the House. No, the Senate. Yeah. But it's why you lost the election. We remember. I remember.
He went back on it. All right, now that Adjust Your Audio said it's gonna come up on Zoom.
Right.
Music note. Like, we hear some professional music. Make sure your sentence.
Not the notes I was hitting.
Man, I gotta go play DJ here now.
Man. But from one racist to another, y'all.
Season's greeting.
Y'all.
That's what it sounds like.
It is what it sounded like. But you can't write this stuff. Senator Ron Johnson received some backlash for some comments he made on where is it? I think it was a radio show. So he's a senator from Wisconsin, and he was making comments about the Capitol riots. And his comments said, I'm going to read them word for word. I knew those are people that love this country, that truly respect law enforcement, would never do anything to break the law, so I wasn't concerned. Oh, what they did broke the law. If everything they did broke the law. Literally everything.
Okay.
Now, he continued to say, now, had the tables been turned.
He had more to say?
Yeah. Oh,
More to say?
you know, that wasn't problematic enough. You know.
You right.
You know, like, he really dips his balls in it with the rest of this statement. You know.
It's a ranch?
Right. So he continued to say, now, had the tables been turned. Now, Joe, because he was on a dude named Joe's show. This will get me in trouble. Right there, you should have shut up. At that point,
Talking.
you should have said, like, now, Joe, this will get me in trouble. You know what? Never mind, because it will get me in trouble. And you just should have reiterated your first point, kept it moving, bruh. That's what should have happened.
Nah.
But it's not what happened.
Nah.
So after, now, Joe, this will get me in trouble. Had the tables been turned and President Trump won the election, and those were tens of thousands Black Lives Matter and Antifa protesters, I would have been concerned.
What?
So you basically admitted your bias. You basically admitted your racism by saying,
Completely.
you know what? I wasn't concerned. There was white people out there. They weren't going to hurt me. that was his thing. Like, they ain't gonna hurt me. When's the last time you seen a gang kill somebody else in their own gang? They ain't gonna hurt me. There's Klan members out there. They know me. They ain't coming for me. They're like, everyone, you're in danger. You're in danger. Like, you in danger. I know, old buddy. My wife irons his sheets before he puts them on.
It's Day. He my cousin.
Like, those my people out there. They aim his best. And they ain't gonna be shooting for the white, they gonna be shooting for the brown. They don't miss. Look, I'm telling you right now, what you need to go grab your AOCs. That's what you need to go grab. Cause I'm telling you right now. When Bubba come in, she ain't gonna want no parts. She ain't gonna want no parts.
You might want to move, Chef.
you might want to bust a move, man. My cousins, they don't miss.
You might want to move out the way, Chef. Oh my!
It's just so sick. It's so sick to feel like it's okay to make those statements because you know it's going out. You know people are going to hear it.
Right.
And still, the balls, the gall, to go ahead and do that, to say it anyway. But you know what? I appreciate when a racist
you know where I'm coming
says
from.
I'm a racist.
Like, bruh, like don't hide.
Don't hide. Take the hood off.
Don't hide.
Take the pillowcase off, bruh. Show us your face, brother. Show us your face. You want to see my face? Y'all want to see my face? Wow, this is my face. Like, that's about right. We knew it.
Oh no.
But yeah, like I'm like, congratulations, you now we know. And I just wish more people would be openly racist. Here's what I mean. Like don't be, if you're not a racist, don't be a racist. As a matter of fact, be anti-racist. Right. It's not enough not to be racist. That's the bare minimum. That's like a guy getting upset with you for not going on a date with him, and he's like, "But I'm not a rapist."
Oh no,
bro, that's not the that's not the bar. the bar is not. I'm not a rapist. Like, oh, okay, you're not a rapist. Okay, cool. No, it's like you know, why won't you go out with me? I'm a nice guy. Nice is the minimum. Nice is the minimum.
Like, no. Nice guy. Bro, you owe me a life. we ain't playing them games.
Right. But so, like, be an anti-racist. When you see somebody racist, speak out against them, speak up about it, all of that. But I'm tired of these slick racists, these hidden racists, these ride the fence racists because you got a job, because you're like, no, go ahead. Just let it be known. I don't like black and brown people.
Right.
We just let us know who you are before we go into the job interview. But before we set up our desk next to you, before we're on the committee, let us know so we know how to act accordingly.
Exactly. I keep my twisted tea on me, bro.
Right. Right.
I keep it on me.
Right.
I keep my twisted tea on me.
Right.
Better let me know up front, because if you don't, you're going to get smacked.
Like that's how I feel right now. Like, you know, the climate is too dangerous for a black man to be walking with an unidentified racist. let me know. Let me know off the rip.
Man, sound like it's encrypted. Yesterday, today there's an unidentified racist.
Look, that's how I feel. Identify yourself. Let me know. Let me know. Shoot.
Unidentified racist object. URO.
But, you know, I hope he gets voted out. He probably won't, because if it's two things white people love, especially in Wisconsin, it's cheese and racist. Okay, y'all get the joke. I ain't saying all white people love racist, but y'all do like some cheese. Y'all do be fooling with some cheese. I like cheese too. Cheese don't like me though. Cheese don't like me, but I like cheese. I don't know why. Oh no, I won't pause. I won't pause. Look, sometimes you just consequences are consequences. You forget. Like I know full well what I'm doing when I'm biting into a piece of pizza. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be rough coming out, but it is. Look, like the king say, it is what it is.
In this moment, right now, though, I am in heaven.
Yeah. But like, people who be having unprotected sex don't be thinking about STDs in the future.
Whoa.
They're trying to get that nut out right now.
Oh no.
And so I'm not worried about the consequences when right now just tastes so good. When right now just feels so right. Now.
We went from the kiddie pool to the ocean. Splash, waterfall. That's what just happened.
I mean,
I went to do a slice and there was a shark there waiting. Come on.
What I'm saying is, you're thinking about the pleasure of what you're doing without thinking about the consequences. I am not thinking about what's going to happen in the toilet a few hours from now when I am eating pizza. That's just not what happens. I'm just like, pizza.
Of course you are. You're going to think about that toilet talk.
Yeah, that's toilet talk. Yeah.
Which y'all can catch on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, man, I ain't did one of them in a minute. My life has gotten unbusied, so I'm gonna have to do a couple of these toilet talks. You know, get back to that. That was fun to do. Y'all seem to really like that and engage with that. So yeah, I'm gonna bring that back. Speaking of toilet talk, let's talk about a toilet person. Stacey Dash apologized.
The Dash.
Look.
What'd she do this time?
She apologized for supporting Donald Trump and said, "No, not what I am. That's not who I am." There's not who I am. But she says that's not who I am. And the fact that they keep saying like clueless actress turned conservative commentary, like that's what the article, clueless actress. Man, she from Mo Money.
Nah, she clueless.
Yeah.
She's very clueless.
She was ours before she was y'all's. But yeah,
Nah, in this situation, she's very
yeah. Like remove the title punctuation from it. No, she's just a clueless actress.
She's totally clueless.
But she basically said that the turning point was the Capitol riots. You know, unlike Senator Ron Johnson, who was like the Capitol riots, no big deal. But she felt like it was a big deal. It was a turning point for her. She said, when that happened, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm truly done. When that happened, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm truly done.
I'm done.
And then she said, because senseless violence of any kind, I can't keep doing the voice, because senseless violence of any kind, I denounce. What happened on January 6th was just appalling and stupid. Okay, do not disagree. And then she continues to say that she made a lot of mistakes due to anger, but she realized that acting out of those emotions and feeding those emotions is unstable and will destroy you. And she said, I lived my life being angry, which is what I was on Fox News. I was the angry conservative black woman. And at that time in my life, it was who I was. Okay. Then she says, there are things that I am sorry for, things that I did that I should not have said them the way I said them. They were very arrogant and prideful and angry. And that's who Stacey was. But that's not who Stacey is now. Now we're talking in the third person. Okay, she's trying to hypnotize us. She's trying to hypnotize us. Stay. Wait, now I got it. They were very arrogant and prideful and angry, and that's who Stacey was. But that's not who Stacey is now. Stacey's someone who has compassion, empathy. If anyone has ever felt that way about me, like I've judged, that I apologize for, because that is not who I am. Girl, stop! Yo, no, I'm so sorry, girl. You ain't about to hypnotize our minds like that. It ain't working. It is not working. Like, girl, you were who you were for a check, and anybody who can turn for a check like that, we good.
Man.
We good. We don't.
If you want to get that good with me, like dude in Man of Tai Chi said, you owe me a life.
Yes. Or PlayStation 5. Is she now? Look, I'm talking about anybody who can turn like that for a check. Then we don't want no parts. But if you give me a PlayStation 5. If you give me a PlayStation 5, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to pick that blue eye before I get... Oh, maybe that's going to be the last slavish type joke I make. Yeah. Or gonna have me on, gonna put me on that Pepe Le Pew status. Like Banana Juice has decided to no longer have Timo with the dance moves.
They're gonna put you with Pepe on the bench.
No. Let's not compare me to Pepe though. Y'all know who I am. That's not who Timo is. She a whole clown, man. She is
terrible.
And my thing is, like, you aren't fooling anybody. You trying to get back into these black movies you were making. You trying to get into another Tyler Perry production. Like, you are fooling no one.
Nobody's falling for that.
Because had Trump won, you would still be right there riding with him.
Exactly. In the passenger seat.
Yep. Hanging
No,
out the
you owe me
passenger
a
side of a racist ride. Trying to holler at me. No, I don't want no dash.
You want a dash or pepper? Dash. What'd you say?
We don't do no dash. We don't do no
I
dash.
don't want a dash or nothing.
Right. I taped over all my Mrs. Dash. It's Mrs. Dish now. I don't dash nothing. I watched the 100-meter run, not the 100-meter dash.
Say dash again. You gonna owe me a life too.
Right. What if you say her name too many times? She appear like the Sugar Man. You're like, Stacey Dash, Stacey Dash, Stacey Dash.
Still coming like Emma.
Come out like Emma. Oh man.
The clueless dash. The clueless dash.
The clueless dash. Look, man. Now, one thing that left me clueless, it made me dash away from my computer screen, is this video of Trey Songz.
Oh no.
Y'all, this is, my stomach is turning as I'm trying to introduce what happened, because some of you may know, all of you may not know, but a video came out of Trey Songz spitting in two girls' mouths.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
2 girls, 1 Trey.
Right. One loogie. He had them down by his waist. Look, I'm really trying. It's really turning my stomach. But I want you all, I'm going to paint this picture. Okay? Okay.
Uh-oh.
BK, cue whatever music you want to cue right now. So, Trey Songz is standing there, shirtless. And he has the 2 young ladies down by his waist. His trousers are on. And he has them stick their tongues out to touch one another. And it is like the McDonald's arches. Yeah, like a bridge. More like the McDonald's arches, because one girl's tongue was going a little further than the other.
It was lazy.
You messing up the mood.
my bad. Restart the music.
Yeah. All right. And so, as they were standing there, strong tongue, lazy tongue, Trey Songz begins to play with a loogie coming out of his mouth like a yo-yo. Like, to spit or not to spit. To spit or not to spit. To spit or not to spit. And then he drops the loogie right on both of their tongues at the same time. And they act as if he just gave them a doggy treat. The tastiest of morsels. And I was disgusted. Maybe the worst thing I have ever seen on Al Gore's internet.
Wait, how you drag him into this, Trey?
I mean, it's his internet.
Why did you dig him up out of that Pokeball that was sitting on the shelf? Do not watch that junk.
Please don't.
It is disturbing. The man said, lazy tongue and strong tongue. But that was the perfect description.
I felt it was.
Him and his confused face. It's like the part that got me, I'm like, bro, Why is he looking confused by the actions he's taking right now?
Right.
Like, you started this, sir.
Yeah.
You had the bright idea to do this.
Who did it?
You thought, yeah, they gonna love me for this one. You, the Billy Goat of
Not the
R&B,
Billy Goat.
decided that this was a great idea. Like, no,
The Billy Goat.
no, sir. Go back to the farm you came from.
So from spits to splits, J-Lo, it is reported that she is splitting from A-Rod. Now, we don't know what's going on here because it's been a lot of back and forth where they were getting a divorce. They called their divorce, not getting a divorce, they called their engagement off. And then it's like, oh no, we're working on it. And then like, oh no, they're off. And then like, it's just been a lot. And we just have not been able to like put our finger on this. So I guess the main point of this story is that J-Lo might be losing another guy. I don't know.
This reminds me of a Gnarls Barkley song. And I believe the lyrics were, and who cares?
So those are your throwaways.
I love them because they're trash.
Okay, so now it's time for our prop topics. And today we want to talk about Kirk Franklin.
It finally happened. It finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. I've been talking about this for years. Even though it ain't the situation I wanted, it finally happened.
I mean,
Finally.
you have definitely been talking about Kirk Franklin slipping up and cursing, but he did not slip up. He did not slip up. He was too well practiced in that joint. Look, okay, just so y'all know, Kirk Franklin, I'm giving you the short version of this. Kirk Franklin's son, oh, I think it's the oldest son, I don't know, recorded Kirk Franklin basically going off on him and cursing him out. Now, the boy said some stuff that kind of enticed Kirk Franklin to go a little bit more. We got the audio.
He provoked it.
Yeah, he did, and we were coming in at like kind of like it seemed like a conversation was happening, and then he decided I'm gonna record you at this point.
Yeah.
And Kirk Franklin, when I say he cussed that man out,
Man.
when people said Kirk Franklin cussed his son out, I'm like, what'd he say? Like he just say he probably didn't even say no like real cuss words to cuss him out. You know,
Right.
He probably maybe he said I'm gonna beat your A. Maybe he called him a B. You know, like I was like, but that's probably what happened. You know, not to just shrug that off, but I'm like he ain't coming with the heavy hitters. I was wrong.
You was wrong.
I really was. I was like, look, you know, Kirk Franklin said, you don't know me, brother. Brother, you don't know me. For those of you who think parenting has gone too far, get ready for the MFer.
Boy, that man went in. Oh my God.
Bruh, I was like, he is.
I am here for it. And then I was just waiting for him to say, you owe me a life. Cause man.
But he almost did when he was like, come do it then. Come do it then. He was like, boy, don't do it. it's like he went from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 3. He's like,
that boy he turned into the angry fat dude from the Looney Tunes cartoon that you never understand what he's.
What really bothered me and shook me was he cursed this man out in the same tone he used on Melodies from Heaven. And Down by the Riverside, and something about the name Jesus. He's like, let me tell you something, son. I will beat your mother. I was like, what? What?
He did.
You can't talk like that and Rance Allen not come back and
It was that.
Boy, when you
It
talk
definitely
like that, Tamala Man got to be on the vocals. When you talk, when you talk like that, R. Kelly come back and be like, how can I know Jesus when I've never seen his face?
Wow. I forgot that was a thing.
Shoot, when you talk like that, the altos and the sopranos got to be like, love, a word that comes and goes, but motherfuckers don't know not to really ever cross Kirk Franklin. Oh my goodness.
The album finna be something fierce. He gonna have to do like Nelly. It's gonna have to be two different sides. Sweet and sweet.
Father God and motherfucker. Look, he dropped that jump too casually. The MFer, he dropped that jump too casually, man. He dropped it too casually for me. Like, bruh, you really...
I was there for it. I'm like, yes, that's it. That's what I've been telling people was there the whole time. I've been telling you, it's been there the whole time. It's been there.
But the jokes about it have been so funny. Like, the Plies came out of time. Like, even Plies tweeted, he was like, man, that wasn't my man, that was me. That was me. But then Plies tried to cover up. But then Plies was like, but no, after that, I got to get him on the album. I guess so.
I guess. He'll fit right in.
I guess
He'll fit
so.
right in.
Man, Kirk Franklin was a professional cusser, but let this be a lesson to y'all. Men of God used to be men of the world. And though they are with God, it does not mean that they forgot the world.
They'll bring that dual album out on you in a heartbeat.
Right.
The Love Above and Beatbox. Slapbox. One of them. Take your pick.
I'm just telling you, man, everybody is weak, you know, everybody falls, you know, he's definitely human. If you decide you don't want to listen to his music no more, you know, that's on you. It's like, man.
I'm buying all the albums. He human. He human. Let him out. Let him know.
but here's the thing. So people were saying that like no parent should ever talk to. Excuse me. Dang, I've just been burping up a storm. I gotta stop recording this after. I just gotta stop recording this after I eat. But his son, basically, people were saying like no father should ever talk to their son like that, their child like that. And this, if I remember correctly, the boy is well over 20. Like,
I was about to say, ain't he an adult?
Yeah, like no, he talked to another grown man like that. Like that's right. How it was. And
right, like that wasn't no child.
yeah, like not excusing his language, but you know what? Parents say some crazy things when they talking to their children, especially out of anger.
Let's not act like parents don't say crazy things.
Right. And I mean, like, I'm not saying that he wasn't.
Everybody has a button.
Yes, that's the point that I'm going to. Like, everyone has a button, and as a child, once you get a certain age, you know what that button is. You
know exactly what that button is.
you know if I say this, I'm going to get the reaction I want out of him. And the fact that he was recording the conversation from that point, let us know that it was premeditated because he was like, do it then. Because Kirk Franklin said, let me read it word for word. Well, I'm not word for word. Because I'm not going to curse. We ain't cursed this whole show, just so y'all know.
Edit in post-production. Post-production edit.
Yeah, if BK put the beeps in there, I did not say the word.
I'm going to use some new sound effects. Say all the words you want to. I'm going to put goat sound. Yeah.
But I promise I didn't cuss. So Kirk Franklin said, I'll put my foot in your all right. And then his son Carry-On said, I dare you. What?
Boy,
what? That's where we get the MFers. That's where we get all that. And then Kirk Franklin said, like, I will break your neck. No. I will break your neck. No. Don't you ever disrespect me. He was like, I didn't. Like, first of all, now come on, bruh. You know you disrespected that man. You know you disrespected him. You disrespected him. But with that, it was like people were saying, like, no, you shouldn't talk to your child that way. And even the son came out and was with Carry-On. He said, like, don't crucify my father. You know, he's a man. Look, if you were worried about the backlash, you wouldn't have posted that.
Right. You're right. You wouldn't have done it in the first place if that's what you're worried about.
Right. But you did it because you knew exactly what was going to happen. A bunch of people were going to get on your side. But that just did not go the way he thought it would. Because while some people were saying, like, oh, you shouldn't talk to your son that way, Kirk Franklin was out of pocket, a lot of people were like, look, I was on his side until he said, I dare you. Like, I was after he said, I dare you, I slid right back over to Kirk's side. Look, it's like if you have a white friend and he about to get in a fight with somebody in the club or something, and you try to hold back the black, like, nah, man, it's cool, man. He's just a little drunk. And then your white friend said, like, no, let that morphin' time go. Then you like, that's when you lift up both hands and you just walk out. You just walk out. Look, it is what it is.
Like, hey.
Like, I look.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what phrase comes after that. I want no pause of what's about to happen.
Hey, this between y'all now. I can't even be on your side now, bro. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Y'all validated now.
Right.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Give me my drink.
Yeah, it's whew. But what it did, like, just really bring to light and bring to mind, just the idea of toxic parenting. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people were calling what Kirk Franklin did toxic parenting, cussing out your child. Again, this was a grown man. And I feel like if you are a grown man and you say some grown man things to another grown man, then you gonna get a grown man
consequences,
right? Like that, there are grown man consequences for the things that you say. So, but I mean, you could tell that maybe this pulled out some trauma for some other people, because there are people who get talked like that when they 6, 7, 10 years old, you know, and
right.
And that's, of course, uncalled for, but I don't know. Go ahead.
There's a line, man. It's like, if you tell anybody at any age, I dare you,
yeah,
you asking for the twisted tea, like, off the bat, off the rip. Asking for the twisted tea just because you said I dare you.
Right.
Like, no.
I don't know. Like if I said, look, if you don't do this, I'm putting you out of my classroom. I dare you. I might blink in my hands around somebody's neck like, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. That was not. Oh,
I know.
that was.
Oh, I know. I'm finna show you. I'm finna twist all the tea out of you right now.
Ooh, man. Look, that is tough. Like when you have to remember, like, oh, that's a child. That's a child right there. Let me not.
Yeah.
They talking like an adult, but they know not what they do. They know not what they do.
They know not what they see. They know not what they see.
Because they know not what the consequences will be.
Like they know. They know not. Until they puff their chest up.
Right.
And then once they see that man eyes kick in, then they know.
Right.
Like, oh.
Exactly.
Oh, I think y'all I went a little too far. Oh, no.
Gone too far.
But it's one part of that cursing section that I'm sorry, I have to. Hey, I don't know what the son what he said before the start of this conversation, but when Kirk Franklin called him, said with your BA, I was like, bruh.
He did say, I forgot about that.
He said, like he went from Kirk Franklin to the mother of the house. I felt like I was watching. I felt like I was listening to an episode of Pose. Like, wait a minute. You went to the ballroom scene when he said that one. Like, I was waiting for the rest of the immaculate, articulate statements to come out. You shall not talk to the mother of the house this way. You shall excuse yourself expeditiously out of my face. Hold on, sip of my drink. Need I remind you? Like I was waiting. I was waiting for the rest of the dragging, of the verbal dragging to happen. It was just the way he said it. I'm like, oh, we voguing while we talking to him right now. That's what we doing. Let me throw my scarf around my neck and clutch my pearls as I proceed to curse you out for the rest of this conversation, young man. I will wring your heavy neck when you walk out. Please stand down, my darling. This is not for you to follow.
Heck no.
I'm talking about, man. Like, I just want to know what was said before the video started.
That's what I mean.
He pressed all the buttons at the same time, like a little kid that just saw a laptop for the first time.
That's exactly what it had to be like.
Because Kirk Franklin was having no part of any of that.
No.
I mean, man, as I've said this whole show, you owe me a life. That's where that came from.
Man, but it's a humorous situation, you know. Kirk Franklin issued an apology, and then the son came right back. It was like, notice that he apologized to you all, but he never apologized to me. And this is where, did you apologize to him? Did you apologize? Not that like if we are talking like godly and biblically, not that someone owes you an apology before you can apologize and repent for your mistakes and your wrongdoings in a conversation. And even as the father, you are kind of supposed to be the mature one who does.
You set the standard.
Yes, you set the standard. Exactly, you set the standard, and it's like. The son has a point here. He does have a point. Like, how you gonna get on your Instagram page and send this apology to the people, but not apologize to me, your son.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, and apparently there has to be some deep hurt. Another burp. Right. Every time you hit the high notes, it's like Zoom doesn't know what to do with your voice. So it's like we just gonna cut this. I don't know what he's doing. I think this note was meant for dogs and not for humans. So just throw that audio out. Keep everything else. You gotta sing with the bass from now on.
Mo Bert.
See, we got all of that. We got all of that.
Dang, they hating on my high note. He said, you a baritone.
Right? Like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
We glad you love the song, but stay in your area. Stay in your area, darling.
I knew you were about to do that.
You shall not use those notes in this house.
Only the mother of the house is a soprano. Yo, Pose is coming back for a final season. I fooled with Pose. Pose was a dope show. It's a dope show.
Yeah,
they got
Pose.
One final season. So be on the lookout for that. We completely shifted gears from what we were talking about. Yeah, so I do get where the son is coming from there, but also as a man, as an adult.
Right.
You got to be able to see you're wrong in the situation and just flat out apologize for it. Not point out more wrongs that the other person has committed than you. But just man, at a certain point, you have to man up and say, look, I shouldn't have been talking to my father that way. Things got out of pocket, and I really shouldn't have recorded a private family conversation.
Right.
And
first and foremost.
Right.
First and foremost.
Because my thing is, if you are allowed to be human with anyone, it should be your family. It should be your family. And especially as a son for a man who brought you, again, you owe no man nothing but to love him. I know that. I know, your parents are just people. I get that.
Right.
However, there's still a such thing as honor and respect, and to record that conversation and post it out there for clout, for likes, for people to be on your side and jump on your father. And when it gets too much, you be like, no, don't do it. That's just a lesson. Sometimes you can't unring a bell. Actually, you can never unring a bell. And so, you really have to be and again, this kind of speaks to that son. So this is what you do. You make these quick comments, these quick decisions for things, and then you want to reel things back once the consequences are too rough. You wanted to talk to your father any type of way until you realize, oh, he can get right with me too.
Right.
And don't think it went unnoticed that you made these comments over the phone and not face to face.
Bruh, you already know I was going to bring that up.
Look.
I'm like, notice this was a phone conversation.
Right. Look, I'll tell you right now, my father has a walker. And I still wouldn't say nothing like that to his face. Look, he from North Memphis and Chicago. So I don't know which one gonna come out. I don't know if they're gonna do the fusion and come together and go against me. Never. I don't care how old he is. I don't care what, where his health is. It couldn't be me. It could be me. I still be thinking about the consequences.
There's going to be a combination of Chief Keef and Project Pat.
Right. Look, he told me when I was younger, if you bring a girl home pregnant, I'll cut it off. And that was the sex talk. That was all I needed. I'm like, okay, I really believe he gonna cut it off. So
Bye.
yeah, so let's get this tucked in. He's just like, I'm gonna need that later. So
don't turn around.
So my thing is, when you talk to a grown man and your father that way, it don't matter how saved he is. Like you should be prepared to get what you get, and you should let's start thinking about our actions before we really start publicly villainizing our parents. You know what I mean?
Message.
You know what I mean? Like I get it. Some of your parents might have caused some past trauma, some past hurt, some toxicness in you. I understand that, but at a certain point, you are grown and you need to find a mature way to deal with those issues. That is not, you know, like you need to find a mature way to do that. That's not trying to basically record a conversation and put it out there and ruin their reputation. You know what I mean? Like you have every right to speak your truth. You have every right to speak your truth, but to record a private conversation where people are already in their flesh, bruh, like that's something you can't do. That's something you can't do, and that's not going to make you any more whole doing that.
It's not. And you need to be, if you're gonna be big enough to post that, you need to be big enough to handle those consequences that come with it. Don't backpedal now.
Right.
Like you made your decision.
Yeah.
You made your decision. Dude on Dead Man Wonderland said, hey, if you kill the old you better be ready to own up to the new you that comes out.
That'll preach.
Like, yo. You
You
thought I went too far.
Right. Gotta be on your Stacey Dash. See, back then, Carry On. But now, that's not Carry On. Carry On is now this. And now Carry On can carry on to be a better person. That's what he think he's saying, but all we hear is
no, he need to exchange his magical shoes. I know. He needs some new ones. He got the shoes of salvation. You don't need them.
Yeah,
You don't need
no.
you
You need to become Hammer Man.
Hammer Man! Hammer Man!
Not Stammer Man. Stammering all over the place. You're lying because you did it. Ooh, y'all, so that was your prime topic. And as y'all already know, whenever Tim's not on the show, we do not do the problematic top 5. We do not do who's got the juice.
Nope.
But we do a problematic rant.
Oh,
and I got one in the chamber. Now,
Fire away.
Coming to America 2. Or Coming to America.
Coming to.
Let's talk about
America.
this, guys. So I posted. I've really been waiting to talk about this on the show because I know, like me, I think me, you and Tim, like, we have differing opinions.
Yeah.
So I posted that the best thing about Coming to America was Coming to America. The name. All right, forget this. I'm not giving you any more background. Let's go. Coming to America was a stupid movie. It was a bad movie. Coming to America was a bad movie. I want to make that clear. That is my stance. Coming to America is a bad movie. All right? Now, first of all, for those of you circulating this pro-black or non-pro-black post on Facebook about how, you know, like, people wanted to see him be a drug dealer. People wanted to see all the stereotypes. People wanted to see Eddie Murphy deny his son. People wanted to see this. Y'all just wanted a ghetto movie. Y'all just wanted a toxic movie. You got... Shut up. Talk about, like, don't...
That turned to a little Richard.
You can't, don't hate it. You don't have to like it because it's a black produced movie, but that's not a reason to hate it either. Look, it's not that I don't like it because it's a black produced movie. I like other black produced movies. I don't like this movie because it was bad and the plot was weak and stupid, and I want y'all to stop saying that this is an example of black excellence. So that's the summary of what I'm about to say, but let's get back to the beginning. The title. Listen, God is not the author of confusion, and you can't even say the title of the movie without it being confusing. What movie you watching? Coming to America? Oh, the old one? No, Coming to America. The new one with the number. That's the one we watching. What? Why did you name it Coming to America? Why not Going Back to America? What? Who was coming to America? He was going back to America. He wasn't coming to it. He had been there already. He was returning to America. That's what it should have been, Returning to America or Coming to Zamunda. That should have been the name of it. That should have been the name of it. Like the title of it was already confusing and stupid. Already from the jump.
Facts.
Second, people, stop saying that the folk who don't like this movie are purists and they wanted the old movie again. No, I wanted a good movie. This was not a good movie. And don't tell me, well, it's not going to be the first one. It's not going to be as good as the first one. It's not going to be, that's the classic. Then don't touch it. Don't touch it. If you can't make it better, keep your hands off of it. Look, and the same thing goes to you trifling men with good women. If you can't make the woman better, if you can't upgrade her life, don't touch her. The same thing, just don't touch her. Keep your hands off of her. Do not touch her. If you cannot make her life better, don't. Eddie Murphy, you shouldn't have touched Coming to America because you did not make it better. You could not make it better. Then to everyone saying, well, they couldn't make the same type of jokes that they made back then because they would get canceled. What joke? What joke would get you canceled from the original Coming to America?
I want to say, what joke would have got you canceled?
No joke. Literally zero jokes. Profanity in there, okay, but that ain't gonna get you canceled. It ain't get Kirk Franklin canceled. So it's not gonna they wouldn't have gotten him canceled. He's Eddie Murphy. He curses. Like that, we know that about him. That wouldn't have been a shock. So stop saying that. Like there was nothing problematic about the old movie. There's nothing problematic about the old movie. All right? And the stuff that you thought could have been problematic were also in the new movie, such as the people with the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Okay, they were still there bathing the new boy. It was a man cleaning Leslie Jones' koala bear. Scrubbing her cool cookie alley.
He got a koala bear.
I was trying not to say coochie. But there it is.
A koala bear. That's a stupid fuzzy. know exists.
Look, it's okay. Just admit Eddie Murphy don't got it no more. Not when it comes to Coming to America. And then for y'all saying y'all are purists, y'all just wanted the regular Coming to America. Half of Coming to America was Coming to America. It's literally a scene where they stop and they give you a whole recap of the original Coming to America. So
True.
throw that out the window already.
By the way.
And also, if you talk about getting canceled, it's more to get canceled about in this movie than anything. The whole reason why he has an illegitimate son is he gets a little drunk, gets high, and gets raped. That's it. If you hadn't watched the movie, shame on you. No, not shame on you. But if that was a spoiler alert, the promotional flyer should have been a spoiler alert for you. You should have seen that promotional flyer and said, this ain't going to be good. Like, come on now. Eddie Murphy is at least 20% greasier in the pictures than he was in the first one. You already know. When the Soul Glow goes from the hair to the face, the movie ain't gonna be good. It's not gonna be digestible. It's gonna be horrible. And so the man, he gets raped. He gets raped. Which already you take this king in Zamunda and he has to have an illegitimate son. That's ghetto. That's ratchet. That's toxic. You talk about the people who didn't like it wanted a toxic movie. They gave us a toxic movie. They gave us a movie where they could be canceled. Look, not only did they have him get raped, and second of all, Akeem is supposed to be smart. There was no paternity test anywhere in that movie.
None.
And if you go back and watch the scene, when they come and they see Leslie Jones and he's like, oh, she's like, there's my African. I told you he'd come back. And then he was like, is this my daddy? Leslie Jones fumbles as if to like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't know.
Right, like,
and then I think she
maybe.
even makes the comment like, you know, I was loose or something like that. So off of that, it's like, oh, okay, well, he's my son. We don't need no paternity test. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't need no paternity test? Like, hey, Eddie, you want to make sure this is your child? No, I want no pause and no paternity test. What? But not only that, just getting back to they didn't want to get canceled. So the whole situation was based off of rape.
Right.
Then there is a joke about colorism where they're saying like, oh, I want a light-skinned girl. Oh, I want a dark-skinned girl.
Yeah.
Like, there's that joke. It's a joke about African women when he said maybe they can fix them long African titties y'all got over there. So that's another one. And then the fact that let's talk about Wesley Snipes, y'all.
I knew you was going to. I was waiting on that part. That part. Him.
Y'all, Wesley Snipes is the leader. He is another king of an African country. He's another king, literally another king. And
Well, like a Somali pirate, but
yeah, but he comes in shucking and jiving, dancing and gyrating when he comes in. I'm like, why? Why does this have to be? Why? When you have Michael Blackston right there, who's in the movie for like no time, and his part was funny, his part was like believable. And my thing is, you could have had Wesley Snipes as a serious, stern leader, and just use Michael Blackston for the comic relief. You know what I mean? Like, you could have just done that, but no, you had to have Wesley Snipes gyrating and dancing, coming in. It's like that. It was too much. It was too much. Like, you turned him into a caricature. You turned an African country into a caricature. So much so that the neighboring country to Zamunda, the country that is right next door to Zamunda, is given the creative name Next Doria. Next Doria? Are you kidding me? country, and you came up with Next Doria. Next Doria.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
Are you kidding me? 30 years and Next Doria is the best you have? And then on top of all of that, you give you put in a joke about African child soldiers, where he says, "Go play with the guns and the grenades."
Yeah.
What? That is a very serious thing over there. That is a very traumatizing thing. So if you're talking about a cancelable movie, this was a cancelable movie.
Yeah.
Because that's a super serious subject. Not saying that rape is not a super, that is too. But that, like, come on now. And to make that joke in Africa, that ain't cool. Well, I mean, I know they weren't in Africa. They were at Rick Ross's house. But no, that is true. They filmed a good part of the movie at Rick Ross's house.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And in Tyler Perry Studios, which also lets you know that look, Next Doria was probably Tyler Perry's idea. Like, Eddie was sitting there like, man, we just can't think of another name for this country. Tyler Perry like, call it Next Doria. Okay.
I got it. Pick me. Just let me get one thing in this movie. I just want one thing. Other than that, y'all can have the rest of the movie. Let me do one thing. All right, we'll let you name the country. Yes. Writers room, here I come.
It's so like that was horrible, y'all. Like that whole sequence is horrible. Also, the plot was stupid. He gets drunk and high, and then gets raped and just doesn't remember it, and now he has a son.
No, he thought he got rammed by a boar.
He thought he got rammed by a boar. What?
And it just kept ramming and ramming and ramming. I'm like, bruh.
Like that.
What kind of freaky thoughts you be having?
Right. I was like, what are you talking about? You had a boar came in and you got rammed until you came? What? What is that?
Like, bruh, you know how that situation ended. And you didn't even have a question that you had a dream about a boar ramming you?
Right. I just like that, y'all. This right here is trash. The plot doesn't make sense. And here's the thing: you could have had the same movie if you didn't have the son be illegitimate. Yeah. You could have had it to where Akeem and Lisa had 4 kids. All right, and the first pair of children that they had, it was a boy-girl twin. And the boy did not want to rule and was in love with his barber. And the girl wanted to rule. But they kept saying no. Like, she was like, well, I came out first. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's the boy. So you can even have it where, like, technically she is the oldest. And he doesn't want it, but she wants it. Like, you could have had that whole thing. You know, and there's so many parts of that movie that you could have kept. And it would have made the plot. It would have made the plot that much more believable to me than this ridiculous situation. If they'd have changed that much, I'd have been like, at least the plot was kind of good. Even if maybe I didn't like the acting, maybe the jokes weren't really funny. That's another thing. People talking about like y'all watch this movie expecting to laugh. It's a comedy. It's a comedy, you idiot. If I'm watching a comedy, of course I expect to laugh. Like, what? Don't call it a comedy then. Don't call it a comedy. Take that joke right the heck off. Like, I go to a comedy, I'm like, that really made me think. Didn't laugh, but it really made me think. That was a great comedy. No, that's a TED Talk. That's a TED Talk. That's not a comedy. I need you to understand how stupid and how goofy y'all sound on these internets. It had to be funny. And it wasn't. It wasn't funny. And then stop saying that it's an example of black excellence. Just because a movie ends with the electric slide, it does not mean it is an example of black excellence. That was black laziness. It was lazy writing, lazy acting. The best part about it was the costumes and the end. That's it. I will say, I will give you this. I liked the ending where the wedding, where she had the costumes were beautiful. I'm gonna say a few nice things, and I'm gonna get right back to putting my foot in. I'm getting back to Kirk Franklin in this movie.
That's what I'm talking about. I went too far.
So the fact that they had a wedding, her red dress was gorgeous. You know, like the whole scenery was nice. It was. I like that they brought out Randy Watson, and then Randy Watson brought out Peaches, and then like even the thing like, so you really want to give up all this and go back to America? And you're like, nah. Like even that nod to how the original Coming to America ended, I like that. I was like, okay,
Right.
The ending was nice. The rest of the movie was trash, but the ending was nice, which led me to the conclusion that you could have had a better movie had you made them boy-girl twins.
Right.
Where they both grew up in Zamunda. You still could have had a really good movie. But now inserting foot back into the anus of Coming to America. In that same vein, the funeral scene. Let's talk about this. That was the dumbest thing. The dumbest thing I have ever seen. Now,
have my funeral while I'm alive.
right, have my funeral while I'm alive? What the heck is that about? What? That's it's so stupid. And the thing is, like, he didn't even seem like that prideful type of king. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he seemed like, you know, you're going to do things my way, but not where I have to do. Now, I'll give you this. Gladys Knight singing Midnight Train to Zamunda was funny. Gladys Knight singing Midnight Train to Zamunda, that just made me chuckle a little bit. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to lie. But then, like, even Morgan Freeman singing, and nobody had sex anymore after he died. No one in the world had sex. All the penises shriveled up. Like that joke was unnecessary. And then, when he looks at Eddie and says, I'm going to die now. I was like, turn the movie off. Turn the movie off. Turn the movie
I started
off.
crying laughing. It was the look on his face. I'm going to die now. And I'm like, y'all ain't gonna catch him? Like, y'all see him jumping forward like y'all ain't gonna catch this thing?
Hey, how you die like still standing 10 toes down? Like you didn't slump over, you didn't fall, you didn't like shrug over in the casket and the casket, the angle you had holding you up. No, your neck just went to sleep. That was it. Like your neck said, I give up. Like that's all that happened. The crown didn't tilt. Nothing happened. Like, just the neck. I'm like, man, James Earl Jones, if you die and this was your last movie, I feel sorry for you. that was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. Man, this movie was balls horrible. Like, and here's the thing. Here's what I want to say. I do not fault you if you like the movie. I don't fault you if you like the movie. But don't sit up here and tell me it was a good movie. Don't do that.
Fact.
Because it was not a good movie. It was not a good movie. If you had paid money to see that movie instead of stealing your friend's Amazon Prime password, you'd have been mad. If you walked out of the theater and that was the movie that you got. You would have been mad. And so it's like y'all, look, I like some movies that aren't good movies. Napoleon Dynamite, not a good movie, but I like it. Pootie Tang, not a good movie, but I like it. Catwoman with Halle Berry, not a good movie, but I still liked it.
I don't remember it, so I can't say anything.
I'm like there are so many movies that I like that aren't good. I can't fault you for saying I liked it. But if you start retweeting and reposting these, you don't like black people if you didn't like Coming to America. You have something against black producers if you don't like Coming to America. You are anti-black if you don't like Coming to America. You are Terry Crews if you don't like Coming to America. You hate black women if you don't like Coming to America. You are just in blackface and not really black at all if you don't like Coming to America. Shut up! Shut up! Get that out of here! That movie is trash, and you have trash tasted movies if you think that was a good movie. I hope your life becomes a Tyler Perry production if you think that Coming to America was a good movie. I hope that you wear the raggediest wigs for the rest of your life. I hope your hairline recedes all the way back to your butt crack. I hope that every Capri Sun has a straw that will not puncture the Capri Sun that you grab. I hope that every last beverage that you drink from now on is sugar-free. I hope that all your Tahitian treats are hot when you drink them. I hope that every cake you try to bake falls. It just never comes to fruition. I hope that every time you bite into an apple, it is the soft, nasty, gushy apple. I hope that every time you go and defecate and you feel like you got a good turn come out, when you turn around, it's nothing in the toilet bowl. I hope that you have kidney stones that get stuck right at the cusp of falling out of your penile, and you just can't. It's just rocks. It is. Jesus has to come back and say, Lazarus, roll out the stone and come out before that thing comes out. I hope that every fart that you have that you think is going to be an SBD is loud and obnoxious and stanky. I hope all your cereal is soggy. I hope all of your kisses have way too much tongue. I hope that the black on your teeth cakes up so bad that your tongue can make snowballs and spit them out at people. I hope that your underarm hair grows so long you gotta tuck it in your pants and you cannot shave it. If you think Coming to America is good, forget you. Forget you.
Forget you, Craig. Forget you, Craig. Forget you. High hopes. He's got high hopes. Y'all have to watch the YouTube video for this. Y'all have to watch the YouTube video for this. I promise you, you do not want to miss it.
Y'all, so that was my problematic rant. I want to thank y'all for rocking with us here on Banana Juice.
Banana Juice?
Yo.
Nah, bro. We are not about to ignore that you are the mother of the house. And that you tore this mother down. You will not bring Coming to America in this house. No, ma'am. No ham, no turkey. None of that.
I feel so much better, y'all. Like, you have no idea. Like, that was a lot of pent-up aggression that I had towards people who were really, 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 really caping that this movie was a good movie. Like I said, you could have liked it. You could like it. But do not try to argue with me and tell me that it's a good movie and that I am anti-black because I don't like it. Don't play those games.
No. Like, I am one of the people who I enjoyed the movie, but I am not going to sit here and tell you that was a good movie. And matter of fact, just like you said, like, if I would have went to the movies, spent my money, that $20, because I got to get my popcorn and my drinks and all my good snacks.
Right.
if I would have spent my movie money to go see that movie, I would have been hot. I would have
Exactly.
been heated.
Yeah.
I would have been heated.
Without a doubt. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just like, look, it is okay to enjoy a movie, but I was just
Right.
like, yeah, it was a bad movie.
But
It
know
was
what it
wholesome.
is.
But like I still enjoyed it. You know,
Right.
like you can still enjoy sex if you don't come.
Right.
You
Yeah.
weren't fulfilled by it, but you could have, like, it was fun. Well, wasn't the outcome I was hoping for, but it was fun. Some parts got a little boring, but
Like that statement sounded so loaded. Like I felt like, am I gonna get in trouble for agreeing with this line? That just felt loaded. Like, yeah.
Cause
What
like
he said.
Cause on the or like if you just listen to it, it's like, wait, that sounds like that's a problematic statement. It was like, oh, but I guess it's not that bad. I feel like
on purpose, it was like, it was like, you know what? Yeah, you can't wait. Hold on. What you gonna say after this though?
right. I think I just have a problematic tone because
Hey, you wouldn't be on the cabinet of Problematica if you didn't.
Right, just because, like, no matter what I say, people are like, oh, okay, all right. Like, that was a weird analogy, but I get it. That's the story of my life. It's like, I don't know how you came up with that analogy, but it does work. I can't say I like it.
Like,
But
I
it works.
guess I won't pause to this.
So not all parts, but maybe some parts.
I guess I won't pause.
Yeah.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah, not the whole
Just
thing.
pause.
Ooh, but man, that's just my take on it, y'all. But look, next week, hopefully, Tim will be back, you know, and the Green Ranger will stay. We know he's been coming and going.
But man, I only got 30 hours to live.
Well, after this, you go
only
back in
got
the chamber. So we changed the. We recharge it.
Unless we finna record in the chamber. And it ain't. And they got bad connection. They got bad.
But y'all, we just want to thank y'all for listening. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, the Facebook page. This is Banana Juice for everything. This is bananajuice.com is about to be under construction because we feel like we have solidified or we're close to solidifying someone to get our merch back out there. So be on the lookout for the merch. You know, be on the lookout for the merch. We are ready to get that rolling and to get y'all in these shirts. Especially we got the new Banana Juice shirts. Y'all see the new logo. Y'all see all of that. So we might have a couple of OG Banana Juice shirts on deck. But
Right,
you know,
might have that retro. Might have the retro fit.
Might have the retro jump, the throwbacks, you know. But we are excited about the possibility of having our merch back out there and, you know, go ahead setting y'all up and hooking y'all up with that juice.
Get that drip of the
Yes.
banana juice.
That banana drip. Until next time, it's your boy Timo with the Dance Moves.
And the Green Ranger.
Banana juice.
Out.
Juice?